Yeah, come on, bro. Put the mic in. I'm telling you.
Oh, but one on the you. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And all I want to say is this.
Let's stand over here. Yeah, let him go ahead. Go ahead.
What we saw today is yesterday. You have a lot of the boule here. You have a lot of folks who've been voting blue no matter who.
Right.
And that day is over. Now black people are demanding tangibles. We want reparations. We want something for our vote. And the Democratic Party, if you look around America, if you look at Baltimore, if you look at California, if you look at New York City, wherever you find Democrats, you'll find poverty, you'll find black people who are downtrodden, and things are dilapidated. Okay, you look at our president right now, Massa Biden, in office. You know what I'm saying? Talking about, you ain't black, you ain't vote for me. He says he's running on a campaign saying that, you know what, if you vote for me, black folks, we're going to put in the lift every voice and sing policy or whatever have you. All the stuff for black folks or whatever. When you get into the details of it, it's minorities, people impoverished, all this kind of stuff that's going to have white folks, LGBTQ, and things like that or whatever. But he got in office, he didn't even do that. You know, so now black people are giving all of their votes to the Democratic Party. And what do we get in return? We get migrants or illegal immigrants inside of our communities. Okay? $60 million a month is what black people are not getting in Chicago. But you know who's getting it? Folks who do not have to vote or anything. This whole entire thing of black folks, y'all gotta vote to get what you want. Guess what? We have people here, 200,000 Ukrainians come to America by way of Biden, and they're getting Social Security free of charge when we're working for it. You understand? And then you have all these people who are dropped on our doorstep, and black people are supposed to take care of that. You know what I'm saying? And so we're looking at Israel right now. Biden and the boys are asking for what? You know, so many billions of dollars for that. All this money for everybody, but we have no reparation for anybody. And so all we're saying is this. We know the last election, 20% of black males peeled off and went to the Republican Party. We know that a lot of black people are looking at doing protest votes. But one thing that's going on is this. Like I said, from 18 to about 50 years old, us black folks are saying, listen, it's tangibles or nothing. We're a single matter voters. You understand? Reparations is what we want on the ballot. You know, and if you're not going to do anything for black people, we don't want to hit. Minority is a bad word. You understand? If you're not, it's like the Democrats are scared to say black. If you don't have any policies for black people, we don't want to hear it no more. Take it home somewhere. Because the bottom line is that we are suffering, and you bringing all these people here talking about some, hey, you know, they got this going on in their countries and stuff like that. But we have been here. We built this country. We are foundational black Americans. It wouldn't even be a country to immigrate to if our forefathers didn't make this place happen. And so now you're going to have people step over us and get our tangibles and then say, continue to vote for us. You know, keep on pissing on our leg and saying that it's raining. We're not going for that no more. So the bottom line is that there's a new sheriff in town. The young black folks, we're not going for it anymore. And so the Democratic Party is about to crash and burn. As we know, Kamala Harris is in a 30 percentile rating popularity. Massa Biden is going down. You know, and so now they're having their people come on out and try and rile up the troops and say what they're doing for other folks or whatever and try and make it seem like it's for us or whatever. But we're not going for it no more.
Do you think it's a party issue? So you think if we go red, that will solve all?
No. So
is that what you're saying?
let's be clear. Let's be clear. We know that Republicans, like as Malcolm X said, I can appreciate and respect the enemy of mine who was open about it. Don't sit here and kiss my baby and then wipe your lips when you turn. You know what I'm saying? And that's what the liberal has always done. As Malcolm X said, you know, they're very cunning. It's the difference between the fox and the wolf. The liberal is the fox. You know what I'm saying? They don't care nothing about us, but the Republican is a wolf. He doesn't know how not to show his fangs. They both are the left and the right hand of white supremacy, and I understand that. But let's be clear. Trump is saying this. On day one, if we come in, we shutting down all of those migrants. So guess what? You know, right now, with all that's going on, that is one thing that we need removed up out of here. Another thing, for any person who has a home inside of America who wants to defend themselves legally, hey, guess what? If you want to be a legal gun owner, guess what? It's only one party vouching for you. Now, I'm saying this. Vote your interests. And so if you have an election coming up where you have some Republicans saying some things that matter to your interests, that's fine. If you have some Democrats saying something that matters to your interests, that's fine. If you have both parties saying some yin-yang, don't vote at all. But this whole entire thing of our people died to vote, our people didn't die to vote. Our people died for tangibles. And we have not gotten those tangibles. And we're not getting those tangibles. We're not about to keep on doing something like keep on doing the same thing and expecting something different. That's the definition of crazy. And so, you know, I rest my plane there. I rest my case there. But what I wanted to say to him today is that it's over for the Democratic Party. You know, because at the end of the day, all of these people who are your baby bloomers, as much as I love our elders, they are passing away. And there's a new voter base coming in. And they're saying, listen, that whole entire vote down the ballot blue, that stuff is over with. You understand? You have to give us something Voting is an exchange. If you're not giving me anything, you are not getting anything anymore. And guess what? The whole entire thing of, oh, if you don't vote, you can't do nothing. No, you can do something in voting. Or guess what? If you don't vote, you can find another way to be able to make things happen inside of your community. And they don't want you to do that. They want you to stay on that train and just keep on running like a hamster wheel and just saying, I did my civic duty, let me vote every 4 years, and then go to sleep for those other 3 years. Like, no, we're not doing that anymore. It's going to either be voting for a party and getting what we want, y'all taking care of us, and if not, guess what? We will find other ways to do it, as we did in 2020 when folks turned it up and there was a uprising around the country. But however it happens, we're going to get what we want. You know what I'm saying? It's as simple as that. And we're not voting for y'all no more just for the hell of it. And that's all I got to say.
Okay, cool.
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah, go ahead, Bishop.
Okay. So now, is there any difference between the Republicans and the Democrats?
You said that one more time?
Is there any difference between the Republicans and the Democrats?
A Democrat and a Republican is the left and the white and the right hand of white supremacy. It's as simple as that.
It's the same thing.
They're the same. They're both white supremacists.
See, George Wallace said that back in the 60s. He said blacks have no choice. So what is blacks' option now? What should they do?
Oh, are you asking?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so you have one. You can vote. If somebody's speaking to your interests, you vote because you vote interests.
But I'm asking you.
Well, no. If you vote your interest. Because if you have an election coming up and they talking about immigration this, and we're gonna take care of this group over here, and we're gonna take care of Asians with an Asian hate crime bill, and we know that black people is getting messed up, but we're gonna take care of some migrants over here, and you know black people should care about everybody else but themselves. If y'all not mentioning us, you're not getting anything from us, and that's sanity, okay? Now, black people for too long, like I said, the baby boomers for too long have just been saying our people died for us to vote. Oh, we got to go and give our vote, and the people that we put in office don't do anything for us.
In the second time, let me ask you a question now. So, don't you know in the capitalistic system, both parties want the same thing, wealth and power? Did you know that?
What I do know is that the grassroots has the power.
Wait a minute, next other person.
That's what I do know.
Do you think blacks, elitist blacks, are on the side of you or the power that be?
Are you talking about the bootleggers?
Yes.
You talking about the house niggas?
Well, them and others.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
I just answered your question.
They're not on your side.
Obviously, because I'm a field nigga.
Okay, and those are your leaders.
That's not my leaders.
Then
Those are appointed leaders by the
Then
board.
who are your leaders?
My leaders, no. So let me say this. What was done that black people have learned from is that in the 60s and before then, we always had a leader. Okay, as in Chicago, we had Chairman Fred, all right, and they made sure to kill him off. Okay, you had the gangs; they flooded with drugs and things like that. Okay, and so the bottom line is, no matter any leaders that we get, Markham and Malcolm, they come in and assassinate them, and that kind of quashes the movement. Now we understand we don't need a leader; we need a code, and we have a code, and the code is B1, black first.
Let me start talking on that. See, all those guys, Fred, all of them, they were not for money; they were principles. Would you agree? The young leaders today, they want money.
What young leaders?
You got a lot of brother.
You putting Chairman Fred
No.
in the same
Most of your leaders today are hip hop artists.
No.
Yes, they are.
As Malcolm said, only in the black community can you go and find entertainers. You understand? And authors and musicians and singers to be leaders of black folks. Can you go to the white community and go talk to a comedian and say, hey, are you the leader of white folks? Can you go to a singer?
The black community is not organized, brother. You have no discipline. None, brother. I'm serious though. And most young people.
And where is the discipline in the black community that's missing today? The black father. Let me answer it for you. And where's the black father at?
No, you said what's missing.
I said what's missing?
What's missing is a lack of wisdom. They don't study. They don't study. They have on emotions.
Brother, you have family, you have community, and you have nation. And the people at white folks made sure to do a good thing. We have to break that black family down.
Let me ask you a question.
Like I said before, the Civil Rights Bill.
You saw a young black reading a book. A young black man.
In my household, they read every day, brother. I have 3 daughters and 1 son.
You know, in the 60s, every black young man had a book in his hand. There's study groups. See, right now, I'm serious, brother. You gotta understand the nature of capitalistic society.
So we're gonna read our way into what we're trying to get done?
No. Read, gain information, gain wisdom.
Absolutely.
See, let me tell you something. A true education will teach a person how to think and do for themselves. Anything else is not educated. You're miseducated. Most blacks are miseducated. Cosby Woodson said, the longer a black go to a Eurocentric white institution, the dumber he become because you are not taught to value yourself.
Okay, now let's bring that back to Republicans and Democrats and your political quote-unquote leaders, and what are they doing for you?
Who? None of them are doing nothing.
Okay, so now when it comes to elections, what is your say? What have you? What is the course of action that you believe in?
Brother, you have no power in politics in the black community. Your business, your power comes through economics.
Now, what I would say is this:
No,
is that
would you
black
agree,
people-
yes or no?
Yes, economics.
All right then.
But what I'll say is
and
this:
in the
another
black
thing is
community,
this.
there's no economic engine nowhere.
What I would say is this,
Would you
brother.
agree?
What I would say is this, before I agree to that is that there's power in numbers.
If they're
Even
organized.
more,
if they're organized.
Absolutely. And one thing that we
If
can
they're
say,
organized,
one thing that we
otherwise
can
they're
say when it comes to voting, that the biggest voter block out of all folks has been black people. And who have we voted for?
Nobody.
Democrats. And so everybody else is fickle. White folks vote Democrat
Well,
one
I'm trying
election,
to tell you
and then they
again.
vote Republican another.
The
And what we're
Republican-
saying is this:
But let
is
me-
that black people can withhold our vote, or we can vote for one party. But what we have to do, for 60 years, we've been voting Democratic, voting blue no matter who. That has not worked for us. Now, if we begin to hold our vote, maybe somebody will start catering to us. Because the bottom line is that the Democrats ain't gonna be going nowhere without the black
Let me
vote.
say something. Let me say something. It'll be good.
Hey, we know. That's why you're here.
No, brother. Let me
That's
say
why you're
something.
here.
Well, let me say something.
we're not voting no
Let me
more.
say something. Let me tell you something. With all those immigrants coming over here, like the people saying, in a very short time, your black will be none in vote.
Say that one time.
The black vote will be none in vote in very near future.
Hey, here's the beautiful thing about it, brother. It only takes a small amount of people on code
They got to be
to be able to make
organized.
powerful. Thank you. On code to be able to make things happen. Okay.
Let me-
And so that being said, we don't. Let me say something. What they always want to do is keep us on the treadmill of doing our civic duty and voting every election. The moment that black folks figure out, guess what? We can do things other ways without voting. Trust me, things will get done even
Let me
faster.
do something close. And let me now. Do you know of all the black organizations in America today?
Okay.
You know who was the number one?
The Boule organizations.
No, the Black Panthers were the number one organization that was for black folks' betterment. The Black Panthers. Would you agree? Yes or no?
I mean, you have more. You have the Nation of Islam out there.
No.
Yes, you
Wasn't
have.
the same. Wasn't the same.
Okay.
The Black Panthers, brother. Brother, the Black Panthers had free education,
Yes, I know
free
what they had,
breakfast,
yes.
police correction, political awareness. Man, see, the average black young man today, he don't know who the governor is because the system has got their man in the street.
If the governor hasn't made himself known to that brother, to hell with the governor.
No.
The question is who do you know,
Brother.
what do you know, and what can you have?
Brother, see,
what
let
can
me
you
tell
make
you
happen
something.
with
See,
that?
if you don't know what's going on, how you gonna be that? You can't be what you can't think and see. Would you agree?
What I would say is this, brother,
I ask you a question.
that we have millions of us who are here.
Okay, let's do it now.
Okay.
No. The average young black man today, what does he want?
I can't tell you that.
You don't know?
We're not a monolithic group.
Oh, I said the average.
Yeah, that's a group.
The average.
They want to live, and they want to be free.
In the
And they wanna
conversation,
have some
in the
economic,
conversation you have,
stability.
and you don't do the math, you just wasting your time.
Okay, that is what it
I'm
is.
serious though. See, brother, I'm serious though. Okay, if you vote Republican or Democrat, you can be in the same position in a capitalist society. Would you agree? Because see, right now,
Vote your interests,
okay,
not
listen.
party. That's all.
What do you want for black folks yourself? Right now, what do you want for black folks to do to better themselves? Right now.
What I want black people to come together, like I said, and get on this code.
Okay, now let me ask you a question again.
This
Right
code
today,
is simply black
does
first.
black men
Stop
and
putting
black
other
women get
people
along?
before the black
Can I ask you a
community.
question, brother? Does black men and women get along?
They get along enough to be able to make babies. They get along enough to be able to make babies because they never stop making babies.
Now, brother, don't you know the black population is down? You know that?
Brother.
It's down, brother.
Brother, don't go by statistics.
No, brother, I'm telling you.
It's more than 14% black folks.
Brother, let me
inside
tell you
this
something. Go to the Hispanic neighborhood, and every young couple you see got 2 babies or 3.
country. What do you see in the black community? One?
Nothing. Nothing.
I don't know where you at, brother.
Brother,
I'm
anywhere
a
you
younger
go.
man, so
Brother.
we're not in the same
Okay,
circle.
let me
That's
ask you
all
a
I
question.
say.
Marcus.
How many black men you know that's head of their household?
Well, my father had 15 boys.
I said, how many you know today?
I'm saying something to you. My father had 15 boys. Out of those 15 boys, you have 15 houses that are headed by black men.
Okay, then-
Out of us
then-
15, out of the guys that we roll with, our circle,
me and your house
all the brothers that
and
we
walk
know,
through your community.
all the brothers that we know also are heading their
Brother,
households.
statistics say 70% of the black house are headed by a single female.
Okay.
70%. That's
Well,
the
not-
statistics.
all
say
I can
that.
say is that my household is not that.
But brother, see,
Not
you're
that.
in the minority though. See, you got to deal with the majority, brother.
Okay, so meet them.
And those that are least, see, okay, right now, Don't you know the average black woman do not see you as a leader?
Why is